Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany. I have 3 packages here that have been sitting on my desk for a few days now. And rather than just doing 3 individual videos, we're just going to open all of them up in this video. And then as time progresses, I'll probably, do a specific video about like an update or maybe something related specifically to one of these packages. But until then, I just really wanted to get the boxes off my desk and get into the items that I ordered. So to start off, I'm gonna work on this bag, which is from Yoseka. So I only got a few things in here, and this first one, little bag, has majority of the content. So I did get those erasers. These are the premium version, and I really got these for my kids. They're always asking to use my eraser, and then they don't bring it back. So it's kind of like customer or a coworker who borrows a pen and never gives it back. So I got these for my kids. So hopefully they will like these erasers. And then I couldn't hold back, and I wanted to get the little stickers that Yoseka had talked about in one of their videos. And these stickers looked so adorable. So I get my little sticker invoice. Really cute. I get a little piece of packaging wrapped around my stickers. And I get all the little itty bitty stickers. And these are just so cute. I love the graphics, and definitely the types of things you would find at, well, it says Joe's Market, but at a market. They even have chip bags. That's really cute. So I got that one. And that one is definitely, I should have got more than one now that I think about it, because I definitely see myself using this one. I'm going to the grocery store every single day, every single week, not every single day. And then we have bakery, and I thought this would be cute. I love bread. It's my little sticker invoice. Oh, and it tells you how many of each one you get. I didn't even realize that. That's so cute. Look at all these. Yummy. This is making me hungry. Ooh, look at this croissant. I love croissants. Love them. So these stickers are really like thin and shouldn't bulk up your journals or planners or anything like that. I plan to use this in both my planner and journal. So I think they're perfect. And it comes in this cute little box. Almost put the invoice back in here. And there we have it. Oh, you can see the croissant has a little bit of, I don't even know what you call it. It looks like they even stuck the sticker on it, on the front. And there's like a sticker here on the front as well. Okay, so I got those, and then I decided to get this guy. And I got their card, and then their Yoseka stickers, of course. Adding that to my journal. And it says, "Thank you, Brittany. As always, hope you enjoy the Mount Fuji erasers." Yes, so these are called the Mount Fuji erasers. And then I got the Midori cover, which can be used to hold items and keep your notebook warm. Who wouldn't want that? So they only had a few colors available when I purchased, but I knew I wanted this one. I was kind of considering that yellow one, but I don't think they had it in stock. So it can fit over your A6, and in fact, it like eats up your A6 if you want it to do that. So that is just a A6 Techo. And then if you wanted to see how it would fit with an A6 5-year Techo, it's not much difference, honestly. It fits very well. And the whole idea is to have something like this that fits across, but also for you to store your pens. So they have a little opening here to store them. You can even bring it down lower to cover if you want to. And if you want to see more of the notebook that you're holding, but like that. And then they even has like space here, but it's holding its shape, it looks like, which is really cute. I think I would use this if I were really into my watercolor, as I was a couple years ago. I would use this for watercoloring and putting in like one of those mini palettes in there, and then a couple of travel watercolor brushes. I think that would work really well. I wonder, they said that it works good across a B6. Where did my B6 go? So here's my B6. Let's zoom out a little. And I currently have my B6 in my Sojourner. This is the Roadrunner cover, which marks up a lot, but this is one of the covers I haven't used as much as some of my others. And look, it does fit pretty good on this B6. I'm sure you can, I feel like there's no front or back or right or wrong when it comes to front or back, so you can really do it however you want to. There's space on this side. And this is a relatively small pen. So let's look at some larger pens. So I have my dip pen. Could kind of go across like that. You can even put other things in here. It's like my little box cutter. A glue stick. Maybe a clip. Well, you can clip a clip on there. If I had my Muji sticker or my Mount Fiji, was it Mount Fiji? Yeah. Mount Fuji eraser. Wow. So put that in there. You can even put stuff in the back if you wanted to, although it wouldn't be flush on the table once you do that, unless it's just like a note card. Maybe something like this. And put it in the back. So yeah, I thought that this was really cool. And especially for covers where, for instance, this Roadrunner cover, I don't have like a pen loop to put my pens around, so I could just put this on here and toss in my pen. Here's a couple of other pens I've been using lately, so I can toss those in and be on my way, take this to my appointments, which is what I've been doing. But I had this cover and another cover that would hold my pens, so this is definitely more practical, I think. And since it sits upright, these can kind of sit upright too. So yeah, really like that. I think that's super cute, especially for the winter. Let's get into the next package. And let's go. Let's use my box cutter. So only one thing in here, and this was a pre-order. And this is, ooh, nice. So this is a broad, and it's a pre-order for the Pro Gear Slim Pillow Book. And let's just cut it open. And these colors are, I would say, probably something you wouldn't think I would gravitate towards getting, but it was at such a steal of a deal that I couldn't not. So it's like this pretty purple, and I wonder if this body color is the same. Are these two the same color? Is it the same purple color? I think so. And then it has pink, and I like it. Let's see. Does it not come with a... Okay. I have to put my ink converters inside the pen because I like to have my pens elsewhere out of their boxes. So if I don't have it, I'm not going to ink this up just yet because I still have a bunch of other pens inked up. But when I do come to it, I don't want to have to be fumbling around trying to search for a converter. Not all my sailors have converters because not all sailors come with converters. This one does, which is nice. And it's a very pretty color. Ooh, let's see. It could match right in here. Nice. Let's take a look at that nib real quick. It's a broad. I've had really good luck with broad sailors. They write so juicy. And this one's 14 karat Pro Gear Slim. All right, let's move on to the last box. This is Atlas Stationer's monthly ink subscription called the Hollywood box. And I accidentally happened to see a preview of this on Instagram, which was a bit upsetting for me that I was scrolling through Atlas Stationer's Instagram and saw them post about other people's posts. It says ink. What does that say? Ink all. I have no idea what that says. All itty. Why can't I read that? And then you get their card and you get some information. and we get the ink. So this time we are getting 3 inks. 3 inks. So we have Ferris Wheel Press, the Fluttering Heart, Le Coeur Battant. We have Color Changing, Burgundy to Orange. Ooh. I didn't know this was a thing. Are these new? Is this a new release? Oh, there's 2 bottles. What? Ink collection. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool that this bottle is super clear. I really want to try these out. And then, let's see, we have a Lamy Azurite. Nope. Yeah, Lamy Azurite. Nice. I don't have this Lamy ink. It comes in the cute little bottle. And, oh, I think this was, yes, this was the Lamy ink I've been wanting to get, like, because it has that, I don't know if it has like a sheen or a glittering, shimmering ink, but we're going to test these out right now because I'm very curious and I have a little bit more time. I'm actually doing this during my lunch hour because I hardly get time to do it on the weekends nowadays, since I got a little one and he's quite demanding. All right, so let's zoom in. We're going to be using my folded nib, which I talked about in one of my previous videos. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. And I'm going to go get some water and then we can get started. Okay, so I think in order to do the color changing inks successfully, we have to let it dry. So let's do this one first before I swatch the other inks. So we could let it dry and then do the color changing. So I'm going to use my dip nib, or my folded nib. And you're going to lay down a nice block. All right, so this color looks like a burnt red to me. Not really a burgundy. All right. So we're gonna let that dry. And we can move on to the next ink. Okay, so Azurite. This is a color I'm really excited about because I do not have it. I've wanted it for a while. But it does have some special property which I can't recall. Is it a shading ink? So it looks purple, really, really dark purple, but we'll see when it dries how it looks. Okay, and then last but not least is Ferris wheel press, which has some of the most gorgeous packaging. It's like silver on the box and gold on the box. That's pretty. Do they always? I don't think they always have this on the bottle. It's like some gold printing on here. That's pretty. So the fluttering heart. This looks like it would be a very pretty color for Valentine's Day. Oh, and look, this is a very tiny opening, and yet my folded nib fits in here. That's nice. I can already tell. I knew it. I knew this would be a super, super light color. I think I've already given away one of my, or I traded one of my Ferris wheel press inks because I already had one. I don't have this color, but how well does this color work for daily writing, which is a popular, say, a common issue with Ferris wheel press inks. The fluttering heart. All right. So I know when I did happen to see this ink on Instagram, people were saying how they weren't really, I don't know, if they didn't really say they weren't happy, they just weren't pleased. Isn't that the same thing? with like the pink ink. They didn't care for the pink ink. Oh, I see it. I see it coming through on the azurite. It has green sheen. That is awesome. All right. So let's see. I think this one, it's not completely dry, but it's getting there. I do want to write the name of this ink, which they call it, I guess they just call it burgundy. Whoa, that is a lot. It's very thick. That is very thick. Like oddly thick. Color. You can see how the ink is just like really sticking to my nib. I wasn't able to get that thick writing with these other two colors because of, I think, the viscosity of the ink. That's what I want to say. Feels like this might be a slightly thicker ink just by the way it stuck on the nib. And I think we're getting there. So the fluttering heart, I think it has a little bit of gold shimmer to it. I'm ready to dig into this guy. This clear liquid, which it's always gets me. Clear liquid is kind of scary because it's like, is it water? Is it an acid? Let's see. Okay, it's slowly happening. It's supposed to change to orange. Can you see it? That's cool. It's appearing slowly but surely. Really neat. I can see that being used for just more fun, playful times with the inks, not every day. Maybe for journaling. But, you know, it will also take extra time because you got to not only wait for the ink to dry, but then also for the second ink to dry. So definitely something that needs more time with. And I think that's cool. That I think I did hear about a new color changing ink. I didn't know it was by Mont Verde. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's pretty nice that Atlas was able to add that to the order for this month. So technically you kind of get 4 bottles. Lamy Azurite, really excited about that because I've wanted this ink for a long time. And it's one of those things, like, you see an ink, you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get that. But then every time you go to buy an ink, you always forget. And you end up getting an ink you probably didn't want for the longest time. You just happened to see it recently. So I'm glad it came up and now it's added to my my list or my collection. And then the Fluttering Heart. I don't know. It seems like this one might be really iffy to see if it actually be legible in an actual nib. I don't really see, oh, okay. I can kind of see the glitter here, but it's subtle. I mean, it's more of like a burnt pink, a brownie pink. So it's not super bright. Definitely something that really could make or break when it goes into an actual fountain pen. So that's pretty much all I have to share with you. I'm going to be taking some time to play with these items. And if you have questions, please feel free to post them in the comments. Oh, yep. So I'm looking at the back page. This is Tomoe River 52 GSM, and just by putting that ink, because it's so thick, on this paper, it did bleed through, and then on top of that, adding more ink on top of this layer will definitely cause some issues on the other side. So keep that in mind. That is unfortunate that it has bled through. Maybe use a thicker paper or a paper that isn't in a notebook to where you would need to use the other side. So anyway, hopefully you found this helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please post them in the comment section and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.